So Michael Keaton may be back as Batman. Hi guys, my name is Maria Park and this is Approach to Nerd, and in this episode we are doing my fantasy nerd casting for the Batman movie that should have been made years ago, Batman Beyond. Now, I read the nerd boards. I've seen other YouTubers talk about it. I even talked about it with my other nerdy friends. We are super down with Michael Keaton reprising his Batman role, even if it's 30 years later in the Flashpoint movie. Will that happen? I don't know. But if it does, I feel like this is an excellent catalyst to getting the Batman Beyond movie we've been trying to get for years. Michael Keaton is my Batman. He's not only the first Batman that I've ever seen, which technically isn't true because I actually did see the Adam West campy version of Batman, which is kind of like a parody now that when you look at the comics and who Batman has evolved to be. But it's an origin thing, so you got to give it props. But Michael Keaton embodied both Bruce Wayne and Batman for me perfectly. I don't care what anybody says. You can come at me. Christian Bale was fine. Val Kilmer was okay as Bruce Wayne, but I didn't like him as Batman. We're not going to discuss George Clooney. I really didn't mind any of the actors who portrayed Batman, even down to our Zack Snyder version. No problem whatsoever with that. It's just that they weren't Michael Keaton. So Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne / Batman would be awesome. Now, I don't know if he's going to be Bruce Wayne in Flashpoint, because if you've actually read the comic and seen the OG cartoon, I guess New 52 version of Flashpoint, Thomas Wayne was actually Batman, and his wife, because she was grieving over the loss of Bruce, became Joker, which I always loved that storyline. I thought that would be a really excellent, live action interpretation as well. So it could be that he's actually going to be Thomas Wayne. I don't know. But if he is Bruce Wayne, age 30 years, which I'm completely down with, I think that would be awesome because then I have an idea of what they may be doing. It is absolutely feasible that if he's supposed to be in a, kind of mentorish role, a lot like people are saying Nick Fury is to the Avengers, that he could be Terry's mentor in a Batman Beyond movie. So with that being said, here is my nerd cast for my version of a Batman Beyond movie. So firstly, we have Terry McGinnis, because quite frankly, you can't have a Batman Beyond movie without Batman Beyond. And for this character, the actor that I chose is Jake Manley from the Netflix series The Order. I know I've seen him in other projects, but I can't remember what they are right now. He does have darker hair than this picture, and the character he plays on The Order is basically a man who can shift into a werewolf whenever he senses dark magic and attacks and eats them pretty much. His human form in the show is very rebellious, very hard-headed, very Terry, so I think that he'd do a very good job in this role. The next most important character, or as some may say, first important character, is our original Batman, Bruce Wayne. And of course, it has to be Michael Keaton, because I love Michael Keaton, and quite frankly, he is my Batman. And you gotta have a good villain in the series, so Derek Powers, aka Blight, I think should really be played by Harrison Ford. I think he looks the part, I know he can act the part, and quite frankly, I really want to see Michael Keaton work with Harrison Ford. For Barbara Gordon, I originally had Charlize Theron in mind, but that lady does not age. And then it just popped in my head. Jamie Lee Curtis. I loved her in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where she basically got to show how badass she is, and I think that she would really do justice to an aged version of Barbara Gordon. My next runner-up was Linda Hamilton from Terminator, but I kind of have her in mind for something else. And next we have Sam Young, Barbara Gordon's loving husband. And for this role, I picked Samuel L. Jackson. Not only does he look similar to this character, I really think that he would have fun playing off of Jamie Lee Curtis. I think the chemistry would be actually really cool to watch on screen. And quite frankly, he brings some pizzazz to the role. And next we have Terry's mother, Mary McGinnis. And for her, I chose Julianne Moore. She's pretty, she's a redhead, and Julianne Moore is a very talented actress, so this is a no-brainer. And as for Terry's technically adopted dad, Warren McGinnis, I chose Steve Carell because, quite frankly, I thought they would be a cute pairing too. And I would love to see if Warren had any interaction with Michael Keaton's Batman. The potential would be hilarious. And as for Terry's adorable little brother, Matt McGinnis, I chose Lane Armitage from Young Sheldon. He's a really talented actor who looks like he could play Jake's brother, so I'm down with that. Moving on to Terry's lady love, Dana Tan, I chose Leah Lewis. She plays George in the TV series Nancy Drew, and she did amazing in the half of it on Netflix, so I know that this would be a very easy role for her as well, and I think that visually she would look really good with Jake. And for Terry's BFF, Max Gibson, I chose Tati Gabriella from the Netflix series Sabrina. Not only does Tati look the part, but her personality, both on screen and a little bit off, is very complimentary to Maxine's. So for me, this is one of my best casting choices for this movie. As for Terry's school bully Nelson Nash, I chose KJ Apa, or Appa, I always say his last name incorrectly, from Riverdale. He plays Archie. I really think he could pull this off, plus he already has the hair. And as for Terry's other pseudo-romantic slash villainous kind of love interest, Melanie Walker, aka 10, I chose another Riverdale alumni, Lily Reinhart, who you'll probably know as Betty. She has the look of the character, and considering how crazy she is as Betty in the show, plus some of the other projects I've seen her in, she'd do a great job. And next we have Dana's BFF, Bobby Summer. And for this role, I chose Maya Mitchell from The Fosters and from the series Good Trouble. Maya has that sweet girl next door face, but can be trouble, just like Bobby. So it works for me. And last but certainly not least, we have Chelsea Cunningham, the second BFF for Dana Tan. And the actress that I chose for Chelsea is our Motherland Fort Salem's Taylor Hickson. She's pretty, she has very good range, she looks the part. It's a trifecta of awesome. So there you have it, my nerd cast for my perfect cast for a Batman Beyond movie. What do you think? Leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to sign up for jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to know who's next on the nerd ballot, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.